Hello, my loves. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. Welcome back to another video. This one's going to be a lot of fun. This one is part one of my Moira haul. So Moira Cosmetics, Moira Beauty, had an anniversary sale going on last week or the week before. And all of their palettes and a lot of their eyeshadows, lots of goodies were on sale for $5 a piece. Now, I don't know about you, but I can't resist a sale. I'm really, really bad at it, and I kind of jumped on it. I jumped on it in a big way. I spent entirely too much money, but I can't really regret my purchases. I placed 2 orders. I have the first one sitting beside me, but the second one hasn't got here yet, so I should have that Monday. I'm filming this Saturday night, Sunday morning. It's really, really early or really, really late, however you want to look at it. But yeah, I'm just so excited. Now, full disclosure, I have already dipped into a couple of these palettes because I just couldn't help myself. I was trying to wait for the second part of the order to get here, but I think I'm just gonna wait. I ordered quite a bit, so I'm just gonna break it up into 2 parts, so that way it's not an incredibly long video, because you guys know I'm gonna stick my fingers in all of the shades. I'm gonna end up swatching everything because I always do. So I figured we'd just do order 1 and order 2. In this palette, not in this palette, but in this box, this order, I have 10 different items, all of which are absolutely stunning. They are just so, so beautiful. I cannot wait to share them with you. Don't judge my nails. I have not got around to redoing them yet. You can tell I'm a lefty. It just my nail polish just kind of falls off, but we're gonna ignore that and we're just gonna pay attention to the very, very pretty eyeshadow palettes. I'm just gonna kind of pull them out one by one, and we'll go through them. The first one I'm gonna pull out is the Kiwi Be Friends palette. This is from the Juicy series. So beautiful, so beautiful. I love it. Matches my nails, what's left of them anyway. It is so beautiful. I love the color of the packaging. It's a really beautiful, like, sturdy cardboard packaging. Really, really beautiful. It feels nice and heavy, sturdy, and well made. This is the Kiwi Be Friends, and just look at that color story. Look at this color story and tell me it doesn't make you happy. It is so, so beautiful. I love that your transition shades over here, you could even use these as blushes, I'm sure. These might be blushes. I am not actually sure. I believe they're just eyeshadows, but you could definitely use these as blushes if you wanted to. They're so beautiful. You could definitely use that as a blush for sure, 100%. That was the shade You're Kiwiing Me. How cute is that? But the shade in here, I've already used this palette, and I used this color, and it is absolutely the most beautiful, like, dove gray, like with the blue. It is so beautiful, and it makes an absolutely gorgeous transition shade. Also, there's this color in here called Of Course. This really beautiful kind of like green shimmer. It's like a green gold shimmer, but it is so, so beautiful. I'm so in love with it. The pinks in here are stunning as well. This orange is really, really beautiful. So velvety. When I tell you that these feel like velvet to the touch, I am so not lying to you. They are just the most gorgeous. It is by far and away my favorite eyeshadow formula that I have discovered so far. They're really just so, so beautiful. So this was the Kiwi Be Friends palette. I'm so in love with it. I have used this one so far. The eye look that I came up using this palette was gorgeous. I didn't expect anything less. So, so beautiful. I actually bought, I now own, I believe, all of the Juicy series palettes. So that makes me super, super happy. They're so beautiful. The next one we're going to talk about is the one that I'm actually wearing today. Now, this is not technically an eyeshadow palette. This is a face palette. This is the Chic Mood face palette. So beautiful. First of all, let's talk about the packaging. So, so beautiful. I don't know if you can see, but there's a little rose embossed on the packaging. So, so beautiful. It's like soft touch. You open it up, and this packaging is beautiful, especially for only having paid $5 for this. I just cannot be happier about my purchase. This is a beautiful, beautiful face palette. I believe in here you have 2 blushes and 2 highlighters. Now, I used this on my eyes today, and I don't know if you can tell, but it is stunning. It is so blendable, so blendable, so soft, so richly pigmented. It was just so easy to work with. I actually have all 4 of these shades on my eye at the moment, and I could not be happier about it. The packaging is really, really beautiful. It's like this soft touch matte plastic, really, really high quality. The shadows, or not the shadows, but the powders inside are so beautifully pigmented. So gorgeous. I mean, I know that this is a face palette for probably a woman or man who is much darker than I am, but I saw this palette and I was like, those would look beautiful on my eye, and I jumped on it. They're so, so beautiful. The shimmer shades in here are just absolutely insane. I know that they're probably meant to be highlighters, but they go on the eye. I actually have this color all over my lid, and then I have this gold, this kind of like rose gold. I have that on my inner corner and up by my brow bone. So, so beautiful. This is my transition shade, and then this I have in my crease for just a little bit of depth. They blend together so well. I am so in love with this. This is just kind of a perfect everyday kind of mauve madness palette for me. I am so in love with it. I'm so happy about this. These sold out so quickly. I went back to place just to kind of maybe place another order and just kind of look at what was left, and the sale went on for 5 days, and by the second day, by the end of the second day, everything was gone. The only thing that was left was like a few odds and ends, but like the palettes were gone. The next one I'm going to show you is the Wild in Colors palette. Now, I have used this one as well. So beautiful. The packaging, stunning. The packaging is so beautiful. I love the colors. I love the imagery. Just this really beautiful peacock. So gorgeous. It just makes me happy to look at. The sleeve looks is exactly the same as the front of the packaging. Again, really beautiful cardboard packaging. I like cardboard packaging. Makes me feel a little bit better. It's recyclable. And it's just beautiful. They're sturdy. They're well made. I have dropped this and it didn't bother it at all. Because I am quite clumsy and drop things very often. I do like that they fold back for ease of handling, and this is our color story. Look at this and tell me, oh my goodness, that it doesn't just put like that little pang of longing in your heart. I saw this on the website, and the picture on the website does not do it justice. I'm looking at it on my screen right now, and the screen isn't doing it justice either. It is a beautiful, vibrant, bright, kind of stunning eyeshadow palette. I love the way that it's laid out. I love the way that the pans are, you know, kind of, they're like diamonds. It's different and it's beautiful. There are 2 pressed glitters in this palette. This gold one and this blue one right here. Now, I'm not a big fan of pressed glitters, but as far as pressed glitters go, these are pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I'll still use them. I do use glitter on occasion. I just would prefer in a shadow palette to have all shadows. But these are beautiful. They're beautiful colors, and I will use them. Now, this color right here, It looks black, does it not? It looks like it just looks like a beautiful velvet matte, right? Wrong. Wrong. It is the deepest, darkest, richest midnight blue you will ever see in your life. It is the deepest, darkest blueberry color I have ever seen. It is absolutely gorgeous, and it is so velvety. It is not patchy at all. I just barely dipped my finger into the pan, and it just the pigment, just the amount of pigment is staggering. It is so beautiful. I have used both this dark blueberry color, and then I've used these two colors as well. The purple is stunning. It is so gorgeous. Not patchy at all, just smooth, fully saturated pigment. So gorgeous. These shadows are so smooth and well made. I love this brand so much. I love that you get just a few like warmer tones over here, but still cool toned. Overall, I would say it's a very cool toned palette. But these, you just get the slight bit of warmth on this side to kind of like really make a fully rounded out palette. So beautiful. I love the way that this palette was really thought out. I love the way it was laid out. It's just a really beautiful palette overall, and I'm so in love with it. This green shimmer though really kind of took me back. Blew me back actually when I swatched it for the first time. It is just the most beautiful green shimmer, fully metallic, so gorgeous. Again, that was the Wild in Colors palette. Originally, I feel like these palettes go for around $19, and to get it for $5 is just like winning the jackpot for me. The next palette that we will talk about, which one are we going to pull out next? Okay, so About Last Night. So this is the next palette. Beautiful, really kind of cute packaging. Very simplistic. I love the bright yellow of the packaging. Again, the unicarton matches the actual palette inside. You open it up, you get a nice sized mirror, and then this is your color story. Now this is a really beautiful, cool toned, rosy neutral palette. So gorgeous. You get this really beautiful bright pop of gold here. You've got, I would say this is very shimmer heavy, but you do have a couple of really beautiful matte shades in here to build with and kind of round the palette out. It is an absolutely beautiful palette. I'm so excited about it. I love a good rosy neutral palette. They are my go-to. This Party Crew shade, her shimmers just are they're almost wet. They're so beautiful, so fully saturated, so very metallic. So that was Party Crew. It's just this really beautiful kind of like violet. It's kind of a purple kind of undertone to it, but a rosy feel as well. Really beautiful. Shots for All is this really beautiful kind of dusty rose metallic. Then you have Karaoke Time, which is a really beautiful kind of like pewter shade. So gorgeous. This matte, so you've got Last Call right here, which is a beautiful, just light pink, kind of like baby pink shade. Really pretty. Her mattes are so saturated. So absolutely gorgeous. Just a beautiful rich brown to help you round everything out. This is Dance All Night. This is kind of like a gray toned brown. Really beautiful. There's not a ton to say about this palette other than it is a really beautiful everyday palette for me, and I will use this every day. So beautiful. I do want to swatch this bright gold. This is called Blowout. I haven't swatched this one yet. Oh my gosh, so beautiful, so pretty. I'm so excited about this one. So that's what this is About Last Night. So pretty. I love that the front is yellow and the back is pink. Super, super cute. The next one we have is Like a Melody. So this is what the packaging looks like. Really, really cute. Her packaging is so adorable. Very girly. Just so cute. It almost reminds me of when I was a little girl and just falling in love with makeup. It just kind of gives me that vibe. Just kind of sends you back to a better time when life was a little bit less complicated. So that's the unicarton. Again, mirrors the actual packaging. This is what the back looks like. You've got all your ingredients and all that good stuff back there. You open it up and it is so beautiful. You have a nice sized mirror, and then you have a beautiful 10-pan palette. So gorgeous. Now this reminds me very much of the Violet Voss like Cherry Blossom palette. I don't know if it's a dupe for that or not, but I have to show you this shade right here. So this shade, Melodic, this really beautiful purple shade. I don't know if you are ready for this, but I am about to put it on you in the best way. Look, first of all, look at that swatch. So gorgeous. Such a beautiful, bright, electric, I want to say, like, it's not fuchsia, but it's like, I know the word for it, and it is completely eluding me right now. But it is the most beautiful freaking purple ever. It is so gorgeous. I love it so much. That is definitely my favorite shade in the entire palette. I cannot wait to use this. I can't believe that I haven't used it yet. But it is so gorgeous. The next shade that I wanted to show you was Soulful. That's a matte shade. Again, beautifully saturated. I think these two colors together in an eye look would be so beautiful. This shade Harmony is a really beautiful kind of like dusty coral color. So gorgeous. And then I like the shade range. So it goes from being really light to really dark. You've got a lot of midtones in between. It's a really well thought out, well put together palette. I'm so in love with it. You've got this shade Melody, which is a matte shade with tiny flecks of little micro glitters inside it. Really beautiful kind of pastel-y purple shade. And then you've got some of these darker shades. So this is the shade Shuffle, which is kind of like a purpley gray kind of brown color, but I love that she put that color in there because it really just gives you so much depth. You put that on the outer corner or in your crease, and it really is just going to deepen everything up and really give you a well-rounded eye look. It is so gorgeous. So in love with this palette. Cannot wait to use it. So stunning. That was Like a Melody. The next one we have is, so this is Little Fairy Tales. Again, packaging is so cute, so adorable, so girly in the best way. It just, again, reminds me of when I was young and really first fell in love with makeup. I love it so much. You open it, this is what the back looks like. Just really cute, kind of simple packaging. Again, they're well-made cardboard packages. And this one, this one is just a beautiful kind of neutral coral palette. I love it so much. This color story just makes me happy. Again, it's a mostly neutral palette, but it's a neutral leaning. I just can't even describe it other than it is so thoughtful. I love that all of these shades are varying tones. They all have that coral undertone, so everything is going to play really nicely together. I like that there's more mattes in here than shimmers. It's just so gorgeous. This bright coral shade called Princess is so beautiful. So beautiful. So bright and buttery, velvety. It's not even buttery, it's velvety. They're so smooth. This shade Wishbone, I think, is such a gorgeous shimmer color. I just think it is the most beautiful peachy golden shimmer I've ever seen in my life. I am so absolutely in love with it. Then you've got some deeper kind of rosy toned neutrals to help round everything out. I think it's so beautiful. You've got a couple of lighter tones as well for transition shades. You've got this nice light shimmer. This one is called Magic. Really beautiful champagne, like bubbly champagne color. So beautiful. Again, a very well-rounded, beautiful palette. I just am in love with the color story. And again, I cannot wait to put this on my eye. So in love with it. Just that bright coral in the middle just gets me. So the bright coral and this beautiful kind of peachy shimmer are my two favorite colors in this palette. So gorgeous. If I could get this one and just rub it all over my body and walk around and be this color 24/7, I totally would in a heartbeat. That is how much I love this color. It is so gorgeous. The next one I will pull out is, so next we have Apple of My Eye. So this is actually my husband's favorite palette of the entire box. This and one more. No, he likes this one and About Last Night. But this one was his absolute favorite of the entire order. He can't wait for me to use this one. Again, packaging super cute, very simplistic, very cutesy. Love it so much. Mirrors the actual packaging. They're so heavy. The way that these shadow palettes are put together is just really admirable. And especially for them to go on sale for $5. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I had been waiting for Moira to have some kind of a sale because regularly priced, they're a bit out of my price range. So when I saw that they went on sale, I kind of lost my mind. Hence the reason for me buying way more than I probably should have. But again, not going to regret it at all. Not going to bemoan my decision at all. So you open her up. Oh my gosh. Just look at this color story and tell me it's not. Oh, it just doesn't put a smile on your face. Again, I love that she puts your transition shades over here. You have nice big pans for them. So, you know, because you use these the most often. And a lot of times your transition shades are the ones that you hit pan on first. So this palette will really last you a very good long while. I am so in love with that. It just goes to show how thoughtful she really is, or whoever, I don't know. They are when they put these palettes together. Again, I love the bright pop of green in the center. You've got this one really bright pop of color, and then the rest of the palette is a very wearable, kind of neutral, but colorful. It manages to be neutral and colorful at the same time. You've got some really beautiful, colorful shades in here, surrounded by very wearable, everyday shades. And I think that's part of what makes these palettes so very special. They manage to be interesting and beautiful while still being very wearable in the best way possible. I love it so much. Of course, I will be swatching this shade for you, but my second favorite shade in this palette is this beautiful honey color right here. I just thought this tone was so gorgeous. Just the most beautiful, warm-toned, like orangey, neutral shade. It is so stunning, so beautiful. I don't know what it is about this shade, but I really just kind of fell in love with it the instant I swatched it. It is so beautiful, and I can only assume that it translates on the eye beautifully. Just next to my eye color and with my coloring, I just think that this is going to be a really beautiful shade on my eye. The next one I'll swatch is that bright green shade, Absolutely. which I think is so adorable. Her shade names are so cute. Really beautiful, bright, vivid. It manages to be neon, kind of neon, but pastel at the same time. This is one of those shades that you feel like really has like a nice white base to it. It's so beautiful. It's not patchy at all. They're not chalky at all. They really just kind of go on, and they're so soft. They just feel so nice on the skin. I also love the shade Lovey Dovey, which is this really bright kind of like fuchsia color. So gorgeous. Even just these three shades together, I think are so interesting together. I feel like if you put these three on your eye at the same time, you would really come away with something that was really nice to look at. Very visually stimulating. So beautiful. I do want to do one of the shimmers in here, and I love the fact that there are only 2 shimmers in here. If you guys have watched my channel for any amount of time, you know that I like to build with mattes and then accentuate with shimmers. And I love that this palette is almost exclusively matte. You literally only have 2 shimmers in here. For some people that might be a deal breaker, but for me, I really love it. And a lot of times the best way to judge a brand or judge a brand's formula is by their mattes. If you have terrible mattes, then you could have all the shimmers in the world but still not come away with a really well thought out deep eye look. You really need the mattes to perform and perform well, and these absolutely do. I will swatch a shimmer for you. Let's go into Baby Girl. This is kind of like a light rosy champagne color. Really beautiful. Kind of like it looks rosier in the pan than it does on the hand. On the hand it looks much more peachy and so pretty. Really a beautiful shade. Her shimmers, this one is a shimmer, but it's got just a tiny bit of like micro glitter in it to really kind of amp up the shine, which is so cool. I love that little added detail. So beautiful. Her shimmers feel almost wet in a way, in the best way. They're fully saturated and super easy to use. That's the other shimmer in the palette. That one is much darker. I love that she gives you a really nice light shimmer for like a highlight or an inner corner, and then she gives you a darker shimmer for maybe all over the lid. Really beautiful. And again, just so well thought out. I love it so much. So one more time, this was the Apple of My Eye palette from Moira Cosmetics. So gorgeous. Cannot wait to dive in to this beautiful palette. Moving on to the next palette, we have this is the Flirting Flamingos palette. I love this packaging. I think it is so beautiful. It just kind of like goes right to my inner girl, and it just makes me smile. They're so pretty. I mean, and that's really what they are. They're just so pretty. Again, the unicarton looks just like the front of the actual packaging. You open it up. Wow. Like, I saw the pictures for this online, and I thought it was beautiful online. But even, I'm looking at it in the monitor, and it still doesn't do it justice. In person, it is the brightest, just neon. These are neon shadows. Just like the true definition of a neon. Just completely bright, just completely eye-catching, just an absolutely gorgeous combination of colors, really. Again, this has 2 pressed glitters. There's one right here, which is kind of like a purpley pink one, and then you have one right here, which is kind of like a pinky green, blue, shifting. The camera's not doing it justice. It actually is a really beautiful glitter. So pretty. I cannot wait to use this one. The colors in here are so stunning. And again, I think it's very well thought out. You've got your really bright colors here, and then on each side you've got really beautiful kind of either transition shades on this side, or you've got really nice deeper tones. I just think that all of these shadows just make sense together. I cannot wait to swatch these shades for you. They are so, so gorgeous. I'm going to go right into that very bright neon orange. So, so beautiful. That's what it looks like on my finger. They are so pigmented. They're so soft and velvety. So, so gorgeous. This purple is just insane. Now, sometimes neons will not swatch the best, but I do know that they go on the eye like nobody's business. So, so pretty. So this was the purple. Swatches so beautifully. There is a really beautiful kind of like pink in here, kind of like a dusty pink. Beautiful as well. Now, just, I don't have any kind of lotion or primer on my arm, but I can just imagine these on top of a primer and them well and truly just blowing me away. I did save the best for last. This is this bright kind of like construction worker neon yellow. So beautiful. Look at the pigmentation there. This almost gives you the feeling that it could glow in the dark if it really wanted to. Really, really beautiful. I just love this the shade selection, and it's so unexpected. You have some of these accompanying shades, which are absolutely gorgeous as well. You've got a really nice light pink. You've got like a darker, dustier pink. To go beside it, you have some nice deep kind of mauves as well. To kind of round everything out. I just think the color story is so interesting, and I just feel like all of the shades really work well together. I like the range. You've got nice depth in this palette as well. Just really, really beautiful. I'm so excited for this one. You've got this really deep, dark kind of burgundy purple in here that really gives some depth to the whole thing. Really, really gorgeous palette. I am so excited about it. Flirting Flamingos. I do believe that this was the very first palette that sold out, and I can completely understand why. It is so gorgeous. I've never seen another palette quite like this, and I'm so very, very happy to have this one in my collection. The next palette that we're going to talk about is, so this is Tropical State of Mind. This one is really, really beautiful. This is what the packaging looks like. Again, just really visually stimulating, very appealing to the eye. Just kind of makes you want to have it in your collection. Again, the unicarton looks just like the outer packaging. So, so beautiful. It's kind of like, it's very tropical looking. It's so cute. So, so adorable. You open it up. Again, you've got a nice sized mirror. And this is what your color story looks like. This is very much like a primary, very much kind of like a rainbow color, but a rainbow palette kind of with a twist. These colors, they look a bit grungy on my monitor. I don't know if it's coming off that way to you or not, but they are not. These are, that's what I think of. They're primary colors. So you've got a primary blue, a primary green, this really like bright primary red, and this really beautiful vivid yellow. And then on the side, you've got more kind of these like tropical colors, and they're so, so gorgeous. I just look at this palette and I think, oh my gosh, it's just stunning. It is just stunning. I do love that there are no pressed glitters in this palette. Instead of glitter, you just have two shimmers. You've got a purple shimmer and then more of like a golden shimmer, which are both are beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. I love that this palette is mostly matte though. That makes me so, so happy. I will again swatch some of these colors for you. This is that really bright, beautiful kind of primary blue. Look how bright and vivid that is. First of all, let's talk about the swatch. How, like, oh, just goes on like nothing. It goes on like you're painting, and I just absolutely love that. The next one is this really beautiful green. Again, fully saturated color. I barely dipped into the pan. These shadows are so soft and so beautifully pigmented. You've got this really beautiful bright red. So gorgeous. I would say that this is almost a true red. It's got more, it's leaning kind of orange, but it is a really beautiful, like fiery orange red. So, so gorgeous. And then you've got this really beautiful, nicely saturated yellow. I would say that this is like a more cool toned yellow. This to me has more of like a blue-green undertone to it, which I think goes really, really well with the rest of the shadows in the palette. So, so gorgeous. Just those four colors together are so much fun. And then you've got the accompanying shades. So you've got this really bright orange that is beautifully pigmented. You've got this kind of grungy green color that kind of reminds me of like papayas, like a green papaya. Really, really pretty, kind of almost like a grungy pastel color. So, so pretty. You've got this bright purple. To kind of help give a little bit more depth to the palette. And then you've got this really beautiful, like, kind of like royal blue, I want to say. Really, really gorgeous. Just that color story just makes me want to jump up and down and do my happy dance. So, so beautiful. I will swatch the two shimmers in here. You've got this really beautiful purple shimmer. Just look at it on my finger. Look, like that electric purple metallic shimmer is just so, so pretty. Oh, okay. Just makes me so, so very, very happy. And then this is the gold. Super metallic, super beautiful, super pigmented. I just think that color story is absolutely gorgeous. And to only have paid $5 for it just legitimately blows my mind. I'm so, so grateful to have been able to purchase anything, let alone to purchase as much as I did. I count myself to be a very, very lucky woman. I will tell you that my husband has told me that I am not allowed to buy anything else for quite a while, which I'm totally okay with. These should keep me happy for quite a long time. I am definitely not going to gripe. So one more time, that was the Moira Tropical State of Mind. Such a beautiful, beautiful palette. I think we are coming very near to the end of my palettes. I think there might be one or two more, and then we are done. Oh, that was the last palette. The last thing I have to talk about is I got a single shadow. This is the Loose Control Pigment in the shade, I believe this is Coraline. Yes, Coraline. Super cute, tiny little packaging. Super adorable. It seems very modern to me and very minimalist. You open it up. I love that the little package is square. I just think it looks like a little ice cube, and it is absolutely adorable. I'm in love with this pigment. This is like a very beautiful coral shimmer. So absolutely gorgeous. It's like this very beautiful, like peachy coral. Oh, it is so stunning. It's got little flecks of gold micro glitter in there. So, so gorgeous. This was $2.50. I think that is a totally fair price. For this, you get a nice fair amount. The packaging is absolutely adorable. Now, I'm not the kind of person that reaches for single shadows very often, but I did want to try her loose pigment formula, and it is absolutely beautiful. It is not like the shimmers in her palette. It doesn't have that wet feeling to it, but it is beautifully pigmented, very, very shining, and I think that the color is absolutely striking. That is it for this order. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I sure enjoyed making it. I enjoyed playing with all of my new palettes, just kind of sticking my fingers in there, and painting myself with swatches. One of my favorite things in the world to do. I love you guys so, so much. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Stay tuned to my channel because I will be on the lookout for her next sale. I know she just dropped a couple of new things, and I cannot wait for them to go on sale because I would like to add them to my collection as well. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Hope you guys stay safe. I hope you guys, yeah, remember remember to check out my Facebook channel or Facebook page. I post like lives and pictures and all that good stuff over there. Makeup for the Everyday Mama. I would love if you would go over there and just check out my page. Maybe like. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I would really, really appreciate your support here as well. And yeah, stay safe. Take care of yourselves. And remember, you're important.